Nearly every day I get comments asking what site I'm using, or how did I get my reticle, or what hanger I'm using. Well, in this video, I'm going to showcase all of the War Thunder mods that I use and how to get them. I've added a new channel to my Discord where I'll be keeping an up-to-date list of all of the War Thunder mods that I use, so even if you're watching this video months after it's released, you can still find my in-use mods there. The invite link to my Discord is in my bio. Before I get into specifics, I need to answer some questions that I know are going to be asked. First off, no, this does not work on console. You won't get banned for using these mods. All of these mods are found on the website warthunder.live. Gaijin owns the website and curates the mods found there, so if you can find a mod on there, then it's okay to use. Finally, I'll have a short tutorial on how to install these mods at the end of this video. With all that out of the way, let's get into the mods that I actually use, starting with the ones that everybody asks me about, tank reticles. Over the years, I've changed reticles a few times. When I first started out, I used realistic sights for each tank. Over time, those stopped being updated and I switched over to my first universal sight. It's the one that you can see me use in a lot of my earlier videos. Sadly, that sight stopped being updated. Now in most of my videos, you'll find me using the enhanced tank sight by warthunder 885. This is a universal sight, so I don't have to wait for it to be updated when a new vehicle is added. It has versions for both high velocity rounds and low velocity rounds. And the biggest reason that I use it, it's minimalistic, so I can actually see what I'm shooting at. It has horizontal lines to quickly acquire the center of the sight, and it has vertical lines denoting distance. It doesn't clutter the screen with anything else. A small little detail that I particularly like about it is that the big triangle is used to show what the gun is currently zeroed at, but there's a tiny triangle at your actual zeros so you can engage close range tanks while still being zeroed for a long range shot. Moving on to my hanger, this is also something that's changed a lot over the years. Sadly, most of the hangers on warthunder.live are broken. Somewhere along the line, some tree textures got changed, and now if you download an older hanger, you'll move the camera around and there'll be glitched trees all in your face. That's why I use the high quality forest hanger by Chally. Not only is it one of the best looking hangers that I've ever seen, it's also one of the more recently updated hangers with its last update in May. If you can't tell, hangers don't really get updated that often. To round off this video, let's finish off the mods list with sound mods. This is where it gets a little complicated because I run several sound mods at the same time, each affecting different parts of the game, and if you don't set them up correctly, you can have all of them stop working. All sound mods had to be updated to work with the update URL, and some of the sound mods that I would normally use haven't been updated yet, so here's just the sound mods that I use right now. Starting out with vehicle sounds, I use the Immersive Warfare sound mod by General. IWSM sets out to be the most realistic sound mod for War Thunder, and I think it lives up to that. I've used IWSM for so long that War Thunder sounds wrong whenever I hear the game played without it. Next up, I use the Crew Interactions Rework mod by Add Username here to replace all of the crew dialogue. Simply put, it takes the crew voice lines from Gunner Heat PC and brings them into War Thunder. Honestly, I wonder how long this mod will get to stay around. To round things out, I got bored of War Thunder's soundtrack a long time ago, so I used the menu music from Rainy's War Thunder sound mod by It's Rainy Boy. This takes all of War Thunder's regular menu music and replaces it with songs from bands like Sabaton and Radio Tapak, as well as games such as Devil May Cry, Ultra Kill, and Metal Gear Solid. I'll probably get bored of these 20 or 30 songs too eventually, but by that time the Ace Combat music mods will hopefully be updated. Those 5 mods are all of the mods that I use on a day-to-day basis. Check out the Discord for links to all of them and to see if I've started using any new ones since this video's release. Now, let's get into how you install all of these mods. The first several steps are the same for all of them. You have to go to warthunder.live and download them. They'll all come in zip folders and you have to extract the zips. Now we can move those extracted files to where they need to go. I'll be giving directions starting from War Thunder's home directory. For the enhanced tank site, go to the user sites folder and you should see another folder called all_tanks, similar to what you're seeing now. If you don't see that folder, then make it, and inside of it is where you'll place the 2 BLK files that you have from the enhanced tank site zip folder. For the forest hanger, just drag the content folder and the BLK file into the main directory of War Thunder. Finishing out the mods, the 3 sound mods go to the same place, but you'll be taking different files from each of them. To get to the folder location, you'll want to go to Sound and then Mod, and this is where you'll be placing these files. For IWSM, you just want to take all of the bank files and place them in this folder. Same goes for the Crew Interactions Rework Mods bank files. Then for Rainy Sound Mod, you only want to take the files called aircraft_music and place them into the sound mod folder. Now that we have all the files where they need to go, there's just a few more things that we have to do. In War Thunder's main directory, you'll need to open up the file called config.blk. At the top, like how you see here, you'll want to write in the line of code that I have highlighted. Hangar blk:/t equals open quotes myhangar_forest close quotes. Everything has to be exactly as I have it written, including the capitalized B at the start of BLK. Then, scrolling all the way down to the bottom of the config file, you should see a section called Sound. Make sure that yours also looks exactly like how I have it highlighted here. You may need to write in a few of these settings. With that finished, we can now launch War Thunder. You'll know that you did things correctly because you should immediately be loaded into the custom hangar and you should be hearing the updated music. If that's all working, then the only thing that you have left to do is activate the tank sites. Sadly, you have to change this for every tank that you use, but thankfully you only have to change it for each tank once. When you spawn into a tank for the first time ever, open up the options, then go to main parameters, then to common battle settings, and at the bottom you'll see use alternate site grid. There you can choose the enhanced tank site. I also recommend setting up a keybind for reload custom sites because sometimes when you start War Thunder, it just won't load your custom sites and you'll have to hit that keybind to fix it. And that is everything that you have to do to get the same War Thunder mods that I use. I'll shout it out for a third time now, but I have a consistently updated list of the mods that I use in my Discord. The link to join is in my bio, and I hope that you all have a great rest of your day.